For the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my cool. Only winning is exception on my cool. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as they're got. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
First down, Winston. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So the Colts in great position here as they get things started. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now Winston. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A first down throw for Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Winston. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rock Ya-Sin.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Winston. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and...
Working out of the gun, Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. From the gun, Winston. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 16 carries, 60 yards.
Partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. ended up picking up 2.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 65 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to him early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Nicole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. And Pascal's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Jonathan Taylor.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Again, the ball
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
38-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A good throw here, finding Pascal.
The pass. Complete to Zach.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
They're going to look to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
The pass.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Colts.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Colts 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And you want to talk about active hands. These guys, these defensive backs, these linebackers, they've had active hands.
Almost reminds you of those great basketball teams, the ones that really defend. And we talk about the length that they have and able to get their hands on balls and have deflections and knock them away. That's what we're seeing here. Very difficult to get a pass into a receiver because there's always someone in the lanes.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7. Colts 3.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, Winston. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Burton here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence. Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things, the sensors in the ball to show exactly where it is. But right now, it's all about us humans. The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Oliver.
The pass.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1 yard.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
4-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Taylor. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans 17.
He's taken
So
down.
from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the draw is Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Makes the score Texans 14, Colts 6.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Campbell making the catch. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
Makes the score Texans 14, Colts 9.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Chris Boswell.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
That's around the 24-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run once more with Taylor. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
It's 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Brings up 2nd.
Play fake. Winston. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Jameis now on 1st down. Got Gordon open, completes it. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Recovered by Indiana.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Mack. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On 1st down, it's Taylor, and he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Ball carrier.
On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
A 3-yard pickup. brings up second.
Again, it's Taylor. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
At the 26. A 3-yard pickup. And it's
now they'll throw here out of the gun. He completes this one to Mack. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
12.
It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston set to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Running into the kicker. Defense.
Come on, baby, we got to do our job. We got to do it.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Running into the punter keeps this drive alive as they operate now with a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Fuller brings it in over the middle.
Winston's pass.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
6 at the 43-yard line.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Now Winston. And Cooks has it over the middle. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Colts first down.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
10. First down, Indianapolis. Let's go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Houston. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Colts on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good.
14. Colts 12.
Comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. They certainly caught a big break with that missed field goal. Instead of trailing, they hold on to that slim lead, and now we'll see how they play this critical fourth quarter possession. So a chance there goes by the wayside. That one just didn't have enough leg to get there.
Yeah, and it would have given them a lead here in the fourth quarter. And those are the ones that keep you up at night when you don't have enough distance. I wonder if maybe did his foot hit the ground first? Did he not get enough of the ball? He's going to be thinking about that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Gordon. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
45-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he Overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. 11 yards there, first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Winston. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Texans on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Winston, he will keep it. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good.
The kick is...
And that will push the lead up to 5.
Makes the score Texans 17. Colts 12.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it,
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
A loss of 11 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up and they tend to play well.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Winston. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Winston. He finds his target, Fuller. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Winston. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance.